AskReddit by Secretaries. What is the best city you've ever visited? Granada, Spain. The architecture, the food, which comes free with your beer at any bar, and the people are amazing. The Alhambra is probably the most beautiful building I've ever visited. I lived in Madrid for a year and brought my GF to Granada for a few days when she came to visit, and we got tickets to visit at night and she was literally crying. Kyoto, Japan is so beautiful and full of calm vibes and culinary delights. I love Kyoto for the Zen vibe. I'm a very up and down person, but both times I visited this city I was very calm and level-headed. Hong Kong circa 2016 was an absolutely wild time. You could relax on a beach, go hiking on another tropical island, party at nightclubs in LKF, take a gondola up to Victoria Peak, and meet with business associates for a Michelin-star dinner in a single day. And you could spend the next day at night markets, eating amazing food at a sleepy seaside village and chilling in bookstores or exploring the Undercity by the subway stations. The entire city was easy to travel on the best subway system the world has ever seen. I know Tokyo is gonna be at the top. As it should be. But what people in this thread don't realize is that Hong Kong in the mid-2010s had everything Tokyo had, plus tropical beaches and incredible hiking outdoor activities. With even better mass transit, as crazy as that sounds. It really was the world's first S-tier city in my honest opinion. Hong Kong is awesome, which is why it's soul-crushing to watch China have its way with it. Edinburgh, Scotland and Queenstown. NZ for very different reasons. I spent 4 months studying abroad in Edinburgh. Probably my favorite city as a result. Visited Vienna, and never left. Best place on earth. It's been voted the best city multiple years in a row, totally agree. World class. Super clean, beautiful, nice transit, great culture all around. Exploring Rome at midnight was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I would love to do it again. Second that. Tokyo. Largest metro population on earth and amazingly clean and safe feeling for an average person walking down the street. If you try to go by strictly objective and measurable bits, it would be difficult to identify a city that exceeds the standards set by Tokyo. And communication. Edinburgh. Was looking for this. A very underrated city but freaking magical. Everywhere you look is an orgasm to the eyes, lol. But I'd understand why it hasn't been mentioned much. It's so prissy and the weather is, well, brutally Scottish. Bruges. Really like the alcoves. You mean the nooks and crannies? Vienna. Beautiful safe city, so easy to get around, the fantastic Habsburg legacy. Also Valletta, Malta. Beautiful architecture, good food, lots to see. I love Wellington, NZ. Lots to do, lots to eat, and you can walk to most anywhere, or a short Uber trip with zero waiting. It's my favorite getaway, but I wouldn't want to live there. In Australia, I could live in Port Douglas. Wellington is lovely, but you need to have money. Sevilla. The food, the vibe, the small streets to walk along, Plaza Espina, Star Wars scene, the orange trees all white with blossom in April. Difficult to beat that. Lisbon, Portugal. Went there last September and fell in love with the city and its surroundings. Only negative side was that we had to leave and come home. I liked Porto more. Montreal, super walkable, a ton to do and a very different feel for those of us nearby in the States. Miss it so much. Lived there for 15 years. Porto, Portugal. My brother and I were staying in a hostel there, and by chance, without us knowing, it was Festa de São João do Porto. We just went around the city drinking and hitting strangers with inflatable hammers, making friends of all ages and nationalities. It was incredible. Copenhagen for a larger city. Castle Rotto for a smaller one. Came here looking for Copenhagen. It was so clean and beautiful. Florence. I would move there tomorrow. I happen to be going in a few tomorrows. Any off the beaten path recommendations you'd suggest? Barcelona. Came looking for this answer, didn't leave disappointed. Favorite city in the world, with Lisbon, Portugal, or Malaga, Spain tying for second. Osaka, Japan. I went to Japan last year. Tokyo was amazing. Kyoto was amazing. But man, the people I met and the memories I made elevated Osaka. If I could move to Japan, that's where I'd live. Krakow, Poland is absolutely amazing. Fellow Krakow fan. It's just beautiful. The people are great. Food is great. So walkable. If I won the lottery, I would buy a little bolt hole on the main square and watch the trumpeter every day. I really liked San Diego. Same. I prefer San Diego to LA. Much more relaxed, lower prices, nicer people, and less busy. The beaches in the surrounding area were also great enough compared to LA. Hanoi, Vietnam. What a wildly fun and chaotic city. Kyoto and Tokyo as well. Never had as crazy as a culture shock as touching down in Hanoi. An amazing place. I really enjoyed Edinburgh. Ljubljana. Taipei. Amazing food on every corner, is a modern Asian city but still has old Chinese charm. And it is so easy to get around, the people are so friendly, and things are relatively affordable. It's kind of a free spirit of Eastern Asia. If you want an old apartment for cheap, you can find it near a metro station. If you want a fancy 5-star hotel with all the amenities, you can find it near a metro station. And there's so much to do within a quick drive from the heart of the city: mountains, lakes, hiking, cycling, tea gardens, beaches, sunset views, everything. And it's safe, for the most part. Taipei is one of the most underrated cities out there.